Good morning, everyone. Welcome. My name is Matt Peterson. I'm a relationship director at MapleLMS. I work with associations and nonprofits on their continuing education programs. And today, me and my colleague Avin will be presenting the MapleLMS platform to you. We encourage you to use the chat feature if you have any questions, and we'll either address them in the chat or live at the end of the presentation. Just want to send a big thank you to ASAE for inviting us to join the LMS demo days. And MapleLMS is delighted to be an alliance partner with ASAE. We are so proud of our feature-rich platform and to be selected by ASAE to provide education to ASAE members and non-members in the brand newly launched ASAE Academy. And you can experience MapleLMS for yourself by taking a course at ASAE and even earn some CAE credits. During our demo, we want to maximize the time on our platform, and I'm just going to provide a brief introduction to MapleLMS. So MapleLMS is a SaaS-based learning experience and certification assessment platform. Avin, you can switch to the next slide. Thanks. MapleLMS is a highly secure cloud-based white label LMS. We are ISO 9001 and 27001 certified and also SOC 2 Type 2 compliant, which basically means we have the highest data security measures in place. MapleLMS will really scale to fit in different sizes of professional organizations ranging from nonprofits, member benefit associations, trade associations, and so much more. And MapleLMS can be accessed on any web browser and any device. MapleLMS is driven by AI-powered technology to promote continuing education learning paths and to help build online learning programs and recommend courses to your members. It also supports continuing education through course content and can issue education credits, badges, certificates, and certifications. Our platform is highly customizable and configurable to an association's needs and use cases. And I also want to mention we do have offline iOS and Android apps available for offline learning, and it's completely accessible to all learners and can provide a significant amount of non-dues revenues through e-commerce tools and our powerful microsite feature. So let's move ahead to the next slide. Today, we're going to present MapleLMS's learner journey, the administrative functions, and how you can use powerful interactive content building tools to really provide engaging experiences for your members. MapleLMS will help to save costs and time for staff and enhance the member experience. We're also going to show you the power of integration. So we're a preferred partner with Salesforce CRM and also Fontiva AMS and listed on the Salesforce App Exchange. MapleLMS, though, has over 500 open APIs, and we can really be integrated with any system of records, such as a CRM or an association management system. And this will really create a unified experience for your users. It also reduces redundancies and errors, as well as provides powerful reporting synchronization capabilities back into your membership portal. The two-way integration features single sign-on capabilities and the ability to view such items as learner transcripts, certifications, or progress reports directly in your membership portal. You also have the flexibility in using your storefront within your membership portal to sell your courses, or you can use MapleLMS's inbuilt e-commerce features. We also offer great certification and assessment tools that feature a question bank, face match authentication, a lockdown browser, and AI proctoring tools for high-stakes exams like certifications. So at this time, I want to turn it over to Avin, if you want to introduce yourself, and we can go ahead and get started right in the platform in the demo.
Yes, thank you so much, Matt. And just a short introduction about myself. My name is Avin. I'm a key account manager with MapleLMS. I'm also the customer training manager. And I'm going to quickly dive into our solution, share a different screen. And with that, we'll look at what the solution looks like. But mainly my goal today is to walk you through all the different solutions that we provide, and mainly around the association world. Matt, let me know if you can see my screen now.
Yeah, I can see it. Thanks.
Okay. Now, just to demonstrate this example, I'll walk you through a couple of scenarios. In fact, in this scenario, we'll look at different solution. So a single sign-on, two-way data synchronization, and most importantly, the e-commerce part. So with this integrated system, you get quite a few capabilities. Your e-commerce works with the LMS. So you have a streamlined process for your e-commerce memberships, and also along with that, there are some additions that come along, clearly a single sign-on access for your members, and the most important part, a two-way data synchronization. So just as an example, I'm logged into this member portal right now, and we are using an association management system over here for this demonstration. This environment is also connected or integrated to one of our systems, one of our demo sites. But if we talk about a user journey, your members or non-members, they typically log in to your AMS portal, to a member portal, or your member facing site. And there we provide options to purchase a course, maybe buy a subscription, or buy any educational offering that's available. Now, when we have these two systems integrated, your products, which are could be say an online course, maybe a certification, these products really connect to a course or a learning program designed into MapleLMS. But that's more into technical aspects. Here, let's look at a user experience. So from here, I've just selected a course that I'm interested in. I'm going to add to cart. And then that will take me to the checkout page. So from here, I can quickly check out. And let me just move my screen.
Hi, Avin. Sorry to interrupt. This is Gabriella. If you can just, where you see Matt's face in the bottom right, yeah, X that out. Perfect.
Okay. Got it. Thank you for that. Right, so here we've got this product selected. I've added this order. And once your member or any user would check out, make a purchase, this product will be added to their profile. And essentially, if it's a course or an online program, this user or a member also gets automatically enrolled into the course or a product or a subscription that they're purchasing. So quickly here, let's make a transaction. I'm going to add a card detail. And once I do that, let's go ahead and make a transaction. So at this point, this user is purchasing a product from a storefront. So envision this as your member going into your association management system, buying a product, and upon a successful purchase, your member or the user would also be enrolled into a course or the educational offering which resides in the LMS. So now at this point, we can view the receipt as well and download a receipt if needed. But I'm going to quickly go to my profile over here. And since we have made this purchase, we should have this course available in our LMS account. So now the second thing I'm going to highlight over here is a single sign-on access. If first we just made a purchase, we bought a course, and now from here, if we have to access MapleLMS, we get a single sign-on access from the member portal. And for that, I've enabled an option over here, MapleLMS, that links to the actual LMS site, which is integrated. So if we look at this experience, member logged into the portal, purchases a course, gets enrolled into the course along with the purchase, and then they have an option within their profile to navigate into the learning system, which is right over here, and basically access the products that they've purchased. So that's basically a single sign-on access, and it can be enabled in many different ways. This would just be one example throughout this journey. But at this point, we are into a course, and since we are into a course that we just purchased, I'll also walk you through some capabilities, some core capabilities that come along, starting with this option over here. So now here quickly, I'll demonstrate an example of content capabilities in MapleLMS. And content, what quite a few formats supported. You also have built-in content authoring tools to create your own content. And I'll quickly demonstrate an example of that over here. So this is known as an interactive video, and the tools that we have within the system. There are about 40 different formats that are supported. And in case of an interactive video, you have options to layer some interactions on top of your video. When these interactions trigger, a question can appear on top of a video, and it could be a knowledge check. It could be any type of a question, different type of a question, like a multiple choice or a true false question type. But for example, here, while I'm watching the video could pause and an interaction can appear on top of my screen asking me about a question, about the video that I'm watching. And along with that, there are also a few more capabilities. So if an individual ends up with a wrong answer, firstly, we can provide them feedback. And on top of that, we can also send them back into the video. So they watch that portion again, come back to this interaction, and hopefully go with the right answer choice. Now that we're inside the course, a few more things that I'll walk you through would be around some assessment capabilities, but I also wanted to highlight that MapleLMS does support many different formats of content, so even SCORM packages could be easily uploaded, but you do have built-in content authoring tools to build your own content as well as create your own courses. And along with that, we do provide certain capabilities or tools to create assessments, also embed feedback surveys or add feedback surveys into your online education programs. And now this module over here that I'm demonstrating is a quiz module, widely popular with certification exams as well, comes with quite a few capabilities such as randomization, question bank, time limits, multiple attempts, different grading methods, and most importantly, you also have options to uh, you also have options to bulk import assessments or bulk import questions into the quiz and build a quiz out of that. So different capabilities that come along with this tool, mainly around certifications, assessments, and quizzes. But with that, there's also feedback capability. So when an individual completes a test, they're provided with a feedback on the right and wrong answer choices. You do have options to customize the feedback as well. Now from here, let's move on to a few more items. And with this, I've actually reached level 2 in this course just for completing a couple of modules, which is also part of our gamification features that we offer. But this was a short course experience that you see from an end user's perspective, and this would just be one format. There are about 5 different layouts or 5 different formats supported. And I'll also point out that MapleLMS supports a variety of learning formats. So not just online courses, you have options to build in-person training courses or even create blended learning experiences by adding any live virtual trainings or even creating webinars inside a course. Now, along with this certification capabilities, so I'll quickly show an example of a certificate as well. And certificates in MapleLMS can be self-designed, so you have options to self-create your certificate templates. And this would just be one example of a certificate design. It can include a variety of elements. Clearly, you have options to add HTML, CSS, and also use one of our existing templates and customize that to meet your needs. Um, those would be some capabilities inside a course. There are clearly a lot more, but some of these capabilities refer to content capabilities, certificate capabilities, and also around creating assessment and quizzes. From here, I'll quickly move on to the dashboard. And also wanted to walk you through this dashboard and different options that are available for an end user. So now we're looking at a dashboard for an end user, and this dashboard has quite a few widgets that are built up. I'll also highlight that MapleLMS is mobile compatible, so it works seamlessly on any mobile devices and web browsers. But on the dashboard, I have some quick analytics for myself, also have a view of courses that I'm enrolled in, We do support the concept of learning paths and also packages. And clearly, we have recommendations that can be enabled. So you have options to provide course recommendations to individuals. But with this, I'll also highlight one of the most important capability that your LMS system should have, which is around accessibility. And with MapleLMS, you'll find quite a few accessibility tools. So there are tools to increase, decrease text size. There are tools to invert colors. And there are also some tools around videos. For example, uploading caption files along with a video. And that way, we support quite a few accessibility tools for different types of individuals, along with different language capabilities as well, which can be incorporated right into the system. So for example, now I've just switched to Spanish, and that translate the interface and the navigation on the platform. So now I'll switch back and continue from here. Let's look at one more example, which really refers to the point of integration. So we looked at how a member went into a storefront, bought a course, and got access to that course in MapleLMS, and how the single sign-on would really work. So you click on a link in your member portal and get redirected to MapleLMS with a single sign-on. But the second part to that is data synchronization. So whenever your members are engaging into courses and have some progress recorded, their learning progress or their learning data goes back to their contact records in your association management system, or say your system of records, could be a CRM as well. And overall, that's the core benefit of this integration. So you're getting all your data, all your learning data back into your association management system through this two-way data synchronization. And I'll quickly demonstrate an example over here. So here I have a backend system of Fontiva. I'm logged in as an admin, and we are looking at the contact records. So essentially, all our members, non-members could reside in contacts. And this integration allows us to synchronize learning data of an individual back to their contact records. So that could contain a list of courses that a member is enrolled in, progress within each course, completion status, creation dates, enrollment dates, and also we can track any achievements by members right into your association management system. So maybe any credits that a member has achieved, any certificates that a member has achieved, and also along with that, course completion, course progress. But now, this being individual data, you also have options to build some reports and dashboards within your AMS environment to track this data. For example, this dashboard over here allows me to track certificates earned by each individual, enrollments by each individual, and we can also track course completion status of all our users. With this also, let's move into an admin's account, and I'll quickly walk through some of the most important reports and some of the most important capabilities, starting with microsites. Now, microsites are individual learning portal that can be built in MapleLMS, and I'll quickly demonstrate some examples over here. These are admin capabilities. So as an administrator, you can always create a microsite. So as you can see, I've switched to a microsite that I've created for this demonstration, and we can instantly see a different branding over here. So your microsites can be branded, and the primary goal for a microsite is really to create a separate learning portal or an individual learning portal for different audiences and provide them with different experiences. So that being microsite, I'll quickly touch upon some reporting capabilities. So MapleLMS also comes with some built-in reports and dashboards. For example, this dashboard over here has some pre-configured items that allow you to track different data points, such as course progress and also active users, course enrollment, completion rate. All of it can be tracked right from here. We also get different download options. You can download in CSV, Excel, PDF, or even set up like an email report. But there are custom report builders as well in MapleLMS, and a couple of report builders would be supported, which allow you to create different types of data points or different types of reports. So for example, just below, I have a few custom reports added. And similarly, a custom report can be created using the fields that you need. So there are custom reporting capabilities, but you'll find 50 plus pre-configured reports to track various items. There are reports to track credit activity. So basically, it's a credit report. It indicates an individual. It basically indicates a list of individuals who have earned a particular credit, a credit type, for completing a particular course. So basically, a report to track every individual who has achieved a credit for different courses. Now, if you do conduct any live classes or say webinars from within MapleLMS, you'll be able to generate some robust reports around that. For example, this report gives me a list of participants who enrolled into a live class, a live session, and along with that, you also have tracking of their time. So the amount of time they spent on your session, and along with that, creating criterias on session engagement would be supported, and also tracking attendance status would be supported. You also get abilities to track time, so how much time people are spending on your LMS site. And this is kind of a dashboard that shows you top 10 users and top 10 courses where some time was recorded. You have options to dive deeper into a course and also pull up information about a course and how much time people are spending in that particular offering. So for example, this course over here has about 11 hours as time spent recorded. We can go into detail, and that will show me a list of modules that are available in this course and the time recorded against those modules. So for example, here I have a video, and if I click into detail, I'll see a list of participants who have watched this video and the time they've spent watching this video. So these are just some most important analytics that you would find in MapleLMS. Clearly, there are more that can be generated, and there are about 50 plus pre-configured reports that can be found into the LMS environment. Answer or anything that we need to show as of now on the chat?
No, I don't see anything that we need to show right now. But just since we are live, I'll answer Kalinda's question about how is webinar data integrated and can you integrate with Zoom? So we have complementary out-of-the-box integrations with Zoom, GoTo, and also Microsoft Teams. So a very easy integration to do, and that will support all your live virtual events and webinars. There was also a question about session engagement metrics from Priscilla. So that would include session attendance, session active duration, and total duration. So you'll actually be able to see metrics of when everyone enters the live virtual session, when they exit, and that total time that they spent.
And also just to mention, any live training sessions that you conduct through MapleLMS can be automatically recorded. So you have that as an option. We can automatically record a training session or a webinar, and a recording basically is uploaded back within the same course once the session gets concluded. That's also a neat feature that comes along with this integration.
Yeah, it can be a big time saver too. Alice also asks, do you also have SCORM reporting?
We do. We support SCORM reporting. So anytime you upload a SCORM package, you have options to build out SCORM reports. Let me see if I have an example right away. Yeah. So for example, this is a SCORM course. I'll quickly see if I have some reports over here. And there are interactions that can be tracked. So if your SCORM includes interactions, you'll have a interaction report as well. For example, here we have all the participants and the number of attempts, start date, and the last access date. And you can easily track the scores that they got out of your SCORM package. And if I have to go into an attempt, I can download or view or track an individual's attempt as well. So status, the time they spent on the package, score that they got, and then we can look at the interactions that an individual has answered.
Samantha asks, can you set a minimum required view time on videos within a course?
You can set up criteria like how much of a video watch to check that as completed. For example, watching 100% of a video, maybe 90% of a video is required to check that as completed in a course. So that setting is available. And on top of that, there's also an option to disable video seeking. So once a video plays, you won't be able to skip through the timestamp. You just have to watch the whole video.
Okay, and then Priscilla asks, how's the engagement percentage calculated? So I think that's an easy percentage, right? If you had like a 100-minute video and you required 90% engagement, then they would have to be present 90%.
Yeah.
Okay. Alice asked about our e-library. Do you want to walk through that real quickly?
Yeah, quickly. eLibrary is a great feature, basically an open space of documents. So eLibrary was designed to create a space where you can offer documents, where you can create categories of different documents and files. And the goal is really to provide easy access. So you can upload any files or documents into eLibrary, such as resources, and individuals who have access to your LMS site can easily come into eLibrary, search for a resource or a file, or maybe access that document right from here. So it would support any file types in terms of multimedia. Could be videos, could be PDFs, could be Word documents as well.
Okay, and Priscilla asks about native authoring tools. If you just want to answer that, Avin, I don't think we have time to go into that totally, but.
Yeah, so we have built-in authoring tools. Firstly, you have options to create your own courses from scratch. And secondly, you have this island bank, which comes with about 40 different formats to choose from. There are 40 different formats, and these will allow you to create content such as interactive video, which we just saw, and could also be interactive presentations.
Okay, and Alice asks, do you have interactive online help for members?
Interactive online help for members. Not sure, Matt. Can you
Yeah,
take that?
so I think she's referring to learners. If learners are facing any difficulty finding things, what kind of guides
Okay.
or help is available?
Yeah, so we have user guides that are designed for different roles. There are user guides for learners, instructors, company managers, and even admins. And these guides will have different topics. So each guide will cover a different topic or the features that are essential for that particular role. So everything that's essential for an instructor will be available in an instructor guide, and something that's available for a learner will be available in the learner guide. For example, how to log in the LMS for a learner, or also how to complete a course. So different options and different topics that are included in this guide.
Samantha asks, is there an overarching area to manage professional certification programs, or is a certification only tied to a certificate at the end of a course?
So certification, so essentially, just to describe it easily, everything in MapleLMS begins with a course, whether it's a certification program, whether an online self-paced course, or even a blended course. So you would start with a course. Adding a certificate is just an option. So it's an option to add a certificate in your course. Your certification program could be a lengthy program, or it could be as micro as needed. But in some cases, let's say you have a certification program where individuals are required to go through multiple courses and then maybe attempt an exam, or maybe even a proctored exam. That's all feasible within our system. And then there are conditions that could trigger achievement of a certificate. So you may need to complete your certification, get a 90% score before you unlock your certificate of completion. And there's recompletion criteria as well. So when you set up a program such as for certification, you might want to set up some recompletion criteria too. So there are tools or there are settings that allow you to create a recompletion criteria. What I mean by that is an individual who enrolled today in a certification and got a certification will be reminded after a certain period automatically through notifications to retake these certifications and recertify themselves and be stay credentialed. So that's that those processes are supported in our system.
Okay. And then can you set up prerequisite courses that have to be completed before moving to the next course? Yeah, that is certainly supported through our use of restrictions. And Priscilla, I'm sorry if I misunderstood your question about how session engagement percentage is calculated for live webinars. But we're measuring the amount of time that an individual has joined the live webinar. So if you set a condition that they need to be there for 90%, that would be 90% of the time. I'm happy to answer any questions offline too. I know we're running low on time. You can feel free to drop your business card, and I'm also going to post in the chat here. You can always feel free to reach out to me. We would be happy to engage. Okay, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your interest in MapleLMS, and we look forward to continuing any conversations. And thank you so much. Have a great day, everyone.